6:30 in the morning. It was probably before 6:30. We're heading down to the train station to get the transport to Tambo. We will catch the train to just wait for this car to pass. We will catch the train to Aguas Calinetes, or it's also known as Machu Picchu Pueblo. Waiting at the San Pedro train station in Cusco, waiting to catch our minivan, which will take us, as we said before, to Tambo. I think it's about an hour and a half's drive, hopefully over good roads and not too potholed. When we booked the tickets, you could actually take the train all the way, but they've actually changed that now, and I was hoping to avoid it because I had seen on YouTube some stories about how the minivan ride isn't that flash, but never mind. It's another experience in Peru. We've made it to the train station in Tambo after that bone-jarring, teeth-rattling drive, but it was really pretty getting a look through the countryside. So this is the waiting area for the Peru Rail train. It's a nice little outdoor area. So we've got about an hour's wait till our train arrives to take us up to Aguas Calinetes. Gracias. Where are the numbers? Okay, we're down the other end. We're down the other end. Are they? Okay, we're right here then. This is nice. Our next task is to find our accommodation. Okay, she's standard. Wow, that's a view. What a location though.
What a walk.
Good, prepping us for tomorrow. We're just on our way back from the hot springs at Aguas Calinetes. Excellent location for a hot pool, right next to a river in a valley high up in the Andes, in the middle of a rainforest. What do you think of them?
The hot pools? They were nice. They were overcrowded. Yeah, they were okay.
So we are back down the hill. It only takes a couple of minutes, and we're back in Aguas Calinetes.
To get down, it takes a couple of minutes. To get up, it takes a lot more.
A lot more minutes and a lot more effort, but we've decided that we're going to do pizza and beer for dinner, and then go back to our room and get a good night's sleep because we're up early tomorrow and off to Machu Picchu.
And some ice cream.
And some ice cream
Just
too.
some ice cream, so we can have some of that.
We can have some ice cream too, that's good.
Okay. Back down.
This is the main square in Aguas Calinetes. Look at the Christmas tree made out of plastic bottles, green plastic bottles. It's beautiful. Sandra and I were saying at dinner earlier that Aguas Calinetes reminds us of Namche Bazaar on the Everest Base Camp trek. It's like that little town at the, not the little town, but the largest sort of little town at the base of something bigger, or the main attraction.
This is so close to the edge. Look, babe. Fuck me.
Okay, so we've arrived at Machu Picchu. That bus ride up was like nothing else. It triggered the same sort of feelings of fear of heights as skydiving did, but look where we are now. Turn the camera around. We are in Pandora, Mountains of the Moon, and look out here. Look at that. Holy shit, we're here. This is amazing.
2,400 meters.
Is that how high we are now? Like Cusco's 33, right?
Yep.
So cool.
These are original construction. Restored roofs. These were granaries in the Inca times. Crops like corn, sweet potato, tomato, pepper, casarapo, quinoa, kiwicha, avocado, passion fruit, squash. All of this was part of the Incan society. So they most of the time were storing the food.
Yeah.
Machu Picchu was never a self-sufficient place. So the whole time they're bringing food with llamas.
Really?
The llamas can carry 30 kilos or 60 pounds approximately. So they are most of the times, in most of the cases, bringing the food, and all of these houses were used like food storages. It's pretty amazing what the government has done with all of these houses, because it has restored a small portion of Machu Picchu. I would say from 25 to 20% of Machu Picchu,
Yeah.
it's restored. It's restored, but most of it is original. The foundations are original, the base of the building is original.
So only 25%.
Only 20% approximately.
Okay.
20%.
Holy shit.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sandra.
Go ahead. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, please.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful.
Enjoy it as much as possible. And the timing is perfect, I think, because in the morning it was really cloudy.
Yes.
Right now it's starting to open. Starting to open.
I wonder why it's Easy to drink here. Yeah, for a day.
This is hard. I was born and raised in Cusco. I still feel the lack of oxygen when I'm playing sports.
Tienen lo que se llaman ceremonias de abandono. Abandonaron esta ciudadela. Hasta 1537, después de lo fue abandonado. ¿Y qué pasó? Por la
There are
humedad.
people that are hiking up to the top of that mountain. That mountain is called Putucusi. In order to go to the top of that mountain, you have to go through ladders.
Holy hell.
Now, further out. This is one of the greatest. Classic spots. This is actually
I'll do photos, you do video.
the classic photo. This restoration work happening every day here.
You have to do a special restoration.
Yeah, they have to be really delicate in this work because you can't touch a rock that shouldn't be touched and then everything is collapsing.
Okay. So they know
Not in the walls, always is land.
Yeah.
Always is land.
you're the strength.
Never trade from 2 to 19 degrees of this land.
I noticed they don't do helicopter rides up here. How
Not
come?
anymore.
Too noisy or?
Too nice. After 450, 500 years, the water is still running down to Machu Picchu. That water that is coming from the stream is still coming down.
From the last night's rain.
This is pure water for drinking.
Baby, get out, get out.
Sorry. Yeah. 16 water fountains.
The water is pure.
Pure. pH 7. Neutral.
You'll sound the footprint.
So the water is coming from the stream from 25 to 125 liters per minute approximately.
Wow.
That amount of water was the Incas had. Most of the water is going to where nowadays? To the hotel. The hotel is working because of the water. Otherwise,
wouldn't be
they
able
wouldn't
to
be a
fund
hotel.
They repurpose the water.
They have purifiers and then. So when they're finding Machu Picchu, they're finding heavy rocks like this, huge rocks like this. This whole territory is surrounded by these heavy rocks. Incas are using some of them as foundations, so they're basically completing the construction. Or some of them are broken by them. So Incas are clever enough to decide which ones are going to be used for their temples, for their foundations, and which ones are going to be simply broken in order to add certain works to the site. The first construction that we're going to see is having much nicer than masonry,
Yeah.
better than masonry. This is the result of geological faults. That's why it's not really tight. But in several places we're going to find the nicest stone masonry in Machu Picchu. Especially in places like this, the Sun Temple. Let's get sacred water fountain. The water is a sacred element in the Inca time. It makes sense that they had only water in one.
The mountains remind me of Avatar. Remember that movie?
They're not the first one that says that. Jurassic Park
Oh yeah.
as well. All of this is supposed to be a house. All of this is supposed to be a house, and this house would have been the house of the king, the house of the Inca, the house of the most important person, administrative, political, religious, and military chief.
Type of buildings where you have a patio.
Quality house. This is just obviously the outside.
Most of the houses do not have that quality. That's why we assume that this was used for the king.
On a very hot day, it's actually sheltering from. It's cool in these spots.
All of these rocks collapsed. All of these rocks were part of the construction.
Okay. I've just stacked them up. How much more work do they want to do to this place?
Well, not a lot. It's only maintenance work. They have to constantly cover these floors with clay and cement for protecting it from the people erosion, for erosion control. Dancing, eating, drinking, banquets, sacrificing, worshipping, trading. Their money is the food, so they're trading a lot.
Okay.
Not
This is the local.
Hear this. Echo. The echo is finally.
Oh, mine didn't do it.
But you're.
Oh,
Yes.
must be just your hands.
And Incas are dividing always their cities in the upper part and in the lower part.
This is me before climbing up Huayna Picchu. This is Craig. Well, Craig, get in here. Craig before climbing up Huayna Picchu.
Holy shit. We're still only at the start. It's like steers for Africa. Holy shit. We still got that to go up. Holy shit. Look at that. That is steep. All I can see is little white spots of people climbing up their bastard. Okay, now over there we're starting the trek up there. Ooh, see you there. Okay. Breathing heavily, but we're still only at the bottom. She's a long way up.
This is 15 minutes of walking. There's a condor!
Where?
I can hear it.
Okay, this is what we're dealing with. We are a long way up.
It's hurting!
Look at these stairs. Oh, oh. Stay balanced. Oh. Easy to unbalance. When you're holding the camera. 30-minute check-in.
Okay,
How you going?
well, it's not like I want to quit tired. It's like I want to beat the Australians who we passed, and they passed us. We got to try and pass them again, kind of tired.
How's the breathing?
Yeah, you know when you stop for 10 seconds, it's like comes back.
How's the
Your
legs?
heart stops pounding. Fine.
Good.
Legs fine.
Almost there.
You're almost there.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And it's worth it.
It's really worth it. Like,
You're
really.
telling me the truth, like nearly?
Yeah,
No,
really,
no,
like,
seriously,
Like,
yeah.
I think you're there like 5
Like
minutes.
40 meters.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Almost there. Last few steps. And we're there. Oh. What a calf burner that was. Fuck. Holy fuck.
Where's the road? Oh, that was cool. Oh, we still got a little bit to go.
Welcome.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Imagine this in Australia and New Zealand. It'd be shut down, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Although it is quite safe. Like if you're gonna fall off here, you're gonna fall into the terrace.
I guess you can't sue the
Or onto the other rocks.
you can't sue the government here if you fall down.
You well, yeah, true. Let's not talk about that.
It's not a good conversation as we're going down the stairs of death. Whew, there's a lot of places you can't go, probably for safety reasons or maybe distraction. But can you imagine going down those stairs? I don't know if they're safe or not. I don't know if you can see them, but bugger me. And then you come out here. You got some other little ones that you go up there. Must have been a temple or something up there. But obviously it's roped off now. You don't want 5,000 people, only 200 are allowed up here. You don't want 200 people a day climbing all over your ancient relics. part of the way back down we go through this little
Tunnel.
cave tunnel.
Tunnel.
The breeze coming out of it's really nice and cool.
I'm surprised how hot it is up here, in all honesty.
We had a perfect day, eh?
It's a tight fit.
Holy shit.
Definitely this the way though, right?
Yep.
Ooh, I feel like there was a certain amount of people that would have struggled.
Oh, you meanie thing to say.
Oh, just saying. I struggled.
Fuck me. That is low. Holy shit.
This looks like a good photo up too.
Ah.
It's too many. Just that little one.
Wow. Bugger me, look at this. Look at the engineering works that's gone into supporting this. Our guide was telling us that for every 3 meters above ground, there's 5 meters below ground. Okay, so we just completed Huayna Picchu. Took us the hour it said it would. Felt like my soul left my body a few times. It's just a lot of stairs, a lot of climbing, 2,600 meters elevation, but it's definitely worthwhile doing it. It's right up there. Machu Picchu is with all those other wonders of the world. I think what makes this one even more special is that it's in the wilderness. It makes it more mystical. When we were coming here this morning on the bus, sorry, I was a bit lightheaded. The cloud was low, and it was like Pandora on Avatar, where they went up to the mountains in the mist, I think it was, where the floating mountains. It was just like that, where you had these clouds cutting off the bottom of the mountains, and you had these mountaintops, and some of them are really high. But anyway, this trek is one that I'd seen on YouTube and wanted to do. And 5,000 people are allowed into Machu Picchu a day, and only 200 can do this trek. So we had to book these tickets about 3 months in advance. And there were people at the bottom of the mountain where you show them your tickets for climbing this who wanted to do it, who didn't realise, so they missed out. But I think it's definitely worthwhile doing. You get the best views of Machu Picchu, and you get to test yourself, which is always good. But I had the impression from watching the YouTube videos that it was like stairs of death all the way, and there are parts that are like that if you lost your footing you'd tumble all the way down, but for most of the way, 99% of it wasn't like that at all. So it's just the hardest part is obviously just the work on your legs and your lungs. To get back to the start, we have to climb up this mofo. We obviously climbed down it on the way here, but I think I'm pretty much done with climbing up shit. But I guess not. I guess there's more to come. Okay, we've made it back from Huayna Picchu. We're back in Machu Picchu. Totally shattered because there's still another hill to climb to get back up. Oh. Yeah. Look at those hills. Just amazing. I'll zoom. I don't know if the camera's picking up. I'm just blown away by this constantly death mountain. Where? So we've made it back to Aguas. We've made it back to Aguas Caliente. We're just having some lunch, but you just got to look at the views in this place. It's worthwhile coming to just for the views. Look at this. I'll spin the camera around. This is what we're looking at from the second floor balcony where we're having lunch. Okay, it's about, I don't know, 9:15. We just made it back from Aguas Calientes to Cusco. We picked up our bags from where we stayed the night before last when we were here, and now we're heading up to our Airbnb, which will be where we're staying for a couple of days. Absolutely shattered. Oh, what the fuck? Been up since 4 this morning. And the trip back, we left Aguas Calientes about 4:15, and now it's about 5 hours trip between train and minivan. So this is what it looks like at night.